All right, guys, so we're going to be jumping in here with an Eternity level Psylocke named Saintfully. Going to be jumping in here on Krakoa. Let's see what happens. Some domination for the kids at home. Pushing out here. On the other side, we're going to see a little bit of poke with the Hela, also Punisher as well. But Panther, my goodness, this character is mad popular, I will say. Quite a few times in the last little bit, seen a lot of Panther. Panther on both sides as well. Saintfully here, already getting into the mix, trying to take down the Panther. As we see, of course, for us, we can tell that we can see what both teams are right away. But now getting unpleasantly surprised. Gonna have to deal with a Panther on Psylocke. Not a fun time, more often than not. Trying to push up onto the Hela for a second. Looks like our Loki actually able to get the kill. But unfortunately, the red team is gonna be able to cap the point first. Saintfully now just trying to push up, just trying to get anything done onto this Hela. Quite a few times I'm putting some solid damage on. Still now kiting, or peeling rather, onto the enemy Panther. Just trying to take him down. So annoying is the character getting pulled right there, having a chance, wrapped in the corner, running for his life. But he is going to go down, Saintfully able to get that pick. But now playing relatively close to the rest of the squad here. Not quite able to get control of the point, even though able to take down Panther in that situation. So going to play very, very safely here. Next to the Sign, now pushing up around the corner, sitting at 86 to the ult as well. 7 HP. My God, going to try and make her way back. Getting absolutely found out by the enemy Hela and Punisher. Playing as a unit on the red team right now. Not giving Saintfully a chance to even try and get close to the point, let alone do anything. There goes the ult though. We have the Invis ult on. Trying to get onto the enemy Hela. Not quite going to get the kill, actually getting away from her rather. Having a chance to try and do something, but I think she was getting healed up onto the rocket. Crazy spot. You're gonna just Shadow Clone Jutsu out of there now. Again, bro is playing Splitgate 2. Bro is playing a different game right now. What is he doing? What is this rocket doing, bro? He's saying skedaddle skadoodle. My God, finally taking it down. This guy says, you know what? Walking's for poor people. We take the portals around here. Also taking the portal all the way to the spawn room via the shurikens of Saintfully. Gonna be going down. Now having control of the points as well too. Bro's doing some stuff. That rocket was doing some stuff. I'm gonna say, kind of interesting. But here now, Saintfully waiting for a second. For the enemy team trying to push up here. We see the Hela daggers flying by. Be wrapping back to the point. Very, very low again. The Punisher on the other side is a shooter. Saintfully has been getting very, very low a couple times now, getting saved by his team, thankfully. Now gonna have to kite and wrap around away from the Hela ult. Let's see if he can do an impression of Rocket right here, taking the portal down onto the low ground in behind. Trying to get onto the Strange. Also Bucky trying to go crazy. Not sure if he got the reset though. I don't think so, unfortunately. And he also is going to be going down. Sit down, little man. You hate to see it. Gonna try and get rid of the BRB and then try and get into the shadows with his life. Saintfully, unfortunately, looking like they're going to be giving up the point right here. Not going to be able to get onto the point himself. A couple players on though, dying for the cause. Unfortunately though, going to be giving it up right here. Our Strange in shambles. Shambles right here. Egos is going to be going down. Saintfully. Good shots there onto Landry. The Hela finally getting the get back on the Punisher as well too, having a chance to try and potentially touch the point here. Star-Lord on the other side does not have his ult either, so we'd love to see that kill. Saintfully having a chance now to jump onto the Strange, potentially actually gonna take down the BRB. Good heads up to get rid of the utility, because you hate getting a kill and the player is instantly right back. So now having a chance to cap the point, seeing at 50% as well too. So a little bit of work that has to be done for Saintfully and the rest of the crew. But we do have the point. Also, great shots right there, taking down the enemy Hela again. That's going to be devastating for the red team right here. Saintfully just trying to jiggle peek this right shoulder peak. It is soft cover, though. We see the damage done to the building. There it goes right there. Only concealment. But now, going to have to play a little bit more safely here. Punisher and Star-Lord on the other side trying to wrap up and just force Saintfully down. There goes the dagger ult, the red carpet of justice. Oh no, some season 0 combos coming out with the dagger and the Punisher. Unfortunately, our mag not gonna be able to get the kill. Get to back up here a little bit more. We have the Invis ult on. Also Rocket back up to his dastardly ways, up on height, way in behind us. The Strange is gonna fall. Oh my God, Star-Lord by himself all of a sudden wrapped in the corner, egoing the ult. Trying to get the kill right here, somehow staying alive for quite some time, but able to finally take him down. Rocket into the portal he goes one more time. Not sure if Mad Lil G or Rocket using those portals kind of diabolically right there. Bro, where is he going? We are tired of the games. Said catch me if you can. Not sure if it's Leonardo DiCaprio or Rocket Raccoon, and as a matter of fact, we were able to catch him right there and take map number 1. Now here we are on map number 2. We're gonna be pushing out aggressively here. No portal coming up from Egoist. It's gonna be walking it out poor people style, no portals. Rocket would not approve. But here we are now, trying to just take a quick look around to see if anybody's going to be up on high ground. And we do have the Hela up on our right for a second. Saintfully getting a solid combo onto the enemy mag. Now playing a little bit of cover here. Once again, these trees can come down if you chop them down aggressively. Saintfully does have his ult as well too. We had it at the very beginning. There goes the Hela ult. So gonna be trying to wrap away from that. Potential ult right here. Gonna be popping it onto the Rocket. Not quite gonna get the kill, or maybe he is. I was gonna say, had his camera tilted looking for the Punisher, able to get the two-piece right there. Hela making it rain quite a bit as well. So unfortunately, we have a little bit of bleeding on both sides, but it looks like we are gonna be very, very close to getting the point. I was gonna say, about to get it right here. Strange fighting for his life, Mag fighting for his life. Unfortunately, gonna be getting sacrificed just like that. Dagger also in shambles, running away for her life here into the cloak, into the smoke, and just like that. The kid's a joke and gonna be going right back to the spawn room. Now pushing all the way onto everybody here. Strange in shambles by himself, flying for his life. Saintfully says, bro, this is a no-fly zone. Pushing him all the way back. Wrapping around the corner, the hard cover staying alive. Mag being a little bit disrespectful right here, taking down Landry, the Hela, one more time. Said, I missed the first one on the Dagger Punisher combo, but now this time, if I got Hela out of Sliver, I could possibly get a little bit of splash damage to take him down, okay? Pretty good player, I'm just saying. I can land an ult if I have to, just gonna throw it out there. But in all seriousness, kind of rolling back the red team right here. As a matter of fact, rolling back, but now snatching up. I think it was Mag getting grabbed by Lil Man, our Bucky. Crazy combos, not sure if Psylocke or Panther. My God, I told you Panther was popular. Bro is popping and locking, frying and drying. And now everybody on the red team is dying. Absolutely everybody going down. Mag, of all characters, actually got grabbed up by the by the Bucky on our team. He died first. It's like, okay, maybe not quite an ace, but like, bro, he's been in the nosebleeds in the stands for a little bit, watching his entire team get sliced and diced just like that. So now, Saintfully and the crew holding it down pretty aggressively. They do have the Dagger ult, so they have a chance to try and make their way to the point on the red carpet. Whole squad, oh no, unfortunately, gonna be losing our Mag. King is gonna be going down. Strange popping all right here. Huge Agamotto! My God, able to get one, able to get two with the cleanup. Wolverine gonna fall as well too. We have the God mode of the pools. Everybody going to be going down right there. And that is a real ace right there. Not sure if Saintfully or Drake back-to-back aces for the boy, for the squad, for the kids at home. My God. Right here, not a whole lot they can really do. They do have, I was gonna say, Strange trying to get the portal onto the point. One player was able to touch to get the overtime, and they are going to have the portal to the point. Hela trying to get the diff. A Sliver on both sides, Saintfully able to get the diff right there. And just like that, everybody getting slammed. My God, Bucky going crazy. Wolverine going for a trip all the way to the spawn room. Rocket, shut up, Rocket. What are you doing, buddy? Everybody going to be going down. Rocket not able to make it to the portal this time, but rather the spawn room. And just like that, going to be taken in a 2-0 fashion. And guys, Saintfully is going to be the MVP of the match. Bro was cooking. Multiple destructive aces with the squad. 32-0. A 4-piece, 22 final hits, 13,000 damage. Bro was cooking, I will say. Absolutely slamming on the other side. Some very good skill shots, and also, like I'd said, good heads-up plays, getting rid of the Rocket utility, and also the Agamotto at the end for some crazy aces that happened towards the end on map number 2. Good stuff altogether.